Okay, so my first one did not turn out so well just because some of the fabric that I picked tends to shed really easily. And I do like this part, so may revisit it, but also may just keep it for myself because it just happened to not work out. But I like the length of it. I think I just need to refine it a little bit. So I'm working with this yellow fabric now, just a couple different kinds. A lot of it's linen and cotton that I had swatched. So yeah, I think that this process is easy in terms of just like turning off your brain and kind of patchworking things together. So like with this, I took a cotton fabric and then I just flatlined it to this gold netting, just to kind of give it a pizzazz of sorts, if you want to go that far. Because I have a lot of sheer fabric, so I'm trying to just add a little something to some of them so that they aren't so color block-y, if that makes sense. But yeah, I also have this like mini iron. Don't really have an ironing board, so I am just ironing on top of some placemats that I have. So just gotta work with what you got, you know. But yeah, I think that this one will turn out much better than the purple, which I was excited about the purple, but it's okay.
I can't thank you enough. I've spent a lot of the last 10 years trying to measure up to you. I've sometimes felt like I was his second choice. I'm so glad you turned him down.
After I've done the stitching and I am pressing the seams open so that way when I flip it out inside out that it will be nice and flat. So I just did a good press of these and then I'm just gonna lay this here, do a press, make sure the seam is nice, and then basically what I'm gonna do is trim so that way these are actual rectangles and they're even, and then do them facing fabric to fabric side. Wait. My brain stopped working for a minute. The fashion side, so like you did say like the back side or the fashion side. So the fashion side that you would see when you flip it inside out, it's gonna be sandwiched inside, and then I'm gonna stitch along 3 sides, flip it inside out, insert some backing so that way it's stiff, and then stitch the bottom. So
Exactly roomy now, is it? I don't know how you did it for so many years. Tim and I are tripping all over each other. Just remember when you're feeling that 100 acres. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I here. Look at that. Beautiful. Turn first turn, I don't care. All grown up now.
okay, so I just stitched it and turned it inside out. So now I'm just gonna give it a good press to kind of flatten it out because the seams can be a little bulky. So I'm just gonna do this. And I'm trying not to stay too long on the netting because it has some glitter, and just in general that will melt way before any linen or cotton. I do have my little mini iron set on max just because I just want it to be really hot. But if it was like a chiffon or organza, I would lower that setting, which I probably will when I get to that point. So yeah, I think this is good. I think it looks really cute. I hope that people like it. I don't know. But yeah, so now I'm gonna cut some backing so that we can slide it in here and then turn this in, and then I will stitch it closed. So I don't know if I'm gonna do like hand stitching, which I think I won't because that will take a lot more time. I might just give it a good machine stitch and then you would just see the stitching line here, but I don't know, we'll see. This is all the scraps that I have, so some of these just didn't turn out right. This was just way too thick, and it also just didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. And then this was too small, but then I like how it looks, so I'll probably just keep this for myself because it's like significantly smaller than the rest. And then this one, which I really liked, but then it just started shredding really heavily on this, which is a brocade, so sometimes they just fall apart. So that was just what I was running into. I have some other pieces, so I'm probably just going to use these in the future. I didn't get to the pink pile, but again, it's another day. I only did end up making 6 for today, and that just happened from having to like organize the swatches, then make a bookmark pattern, so it doesn't seem like I did a lot today, but yeah. So I'll just show you guys. This one is a cute little like red orangey one with some gold netting. This one has like a really cool boucle wool. It's like a dark purple. You can't even really tell, unfortunately, on camera. But yeah, this one is really cool. You can kind of see the cardboard that I put in here just to give this some more stability than being like a flopping piece of fabric. These two yellow ones are a little more similar to each other, and it does kind of have like a bump here because this is quite a bit of thickness from the seam allowance, but I think it just adds a little character. Yeah, I think this is fun. And then this is some gold netting on here, and then this white one, which has a bunch of different white fabrics that I put together, and I use like light gray stitching to add some more definition so you can actually see it more. And then this blue one is probably my favorite because I used a bunch of solid blue fabrics and then added the overlays of different kinds of tools and nettings and all that stuff. So yeah, I think that will be really nice. I'm gonna have these at my market. By the time you see this, they will be at the market. Hopefully I'll get this video up really soon. I have not yet had a chance to upload. So yeah, but yeah, so, you know, this is the backing from like art prints and stuff that I used. This is my sewing machine. It's a Brother machine. I don't know. Oh, it's a JX2517. Just in case you were curious. It is currently 10:45 p.m. on Wednesday, June 14th, and I am still working. So just to document this, I have a solo booth at Canal Street Market, and I'm really excited by it. But that just caused me to go into a spiral about my own setup, and then having products and new products. And I've gotten to the point now where I just kind of make what I want and don't try to make a whole collection, minus like, you know, grandma's house that I did. And yeah, so currently I'm printing these guys. Well, I'm cutting them on the Cameo silhouette. And these are just covering my old postcard things, which I know, again, is not like the prettiest thing, but it, you know, gotta block out my old stuff. So there's that. And then I have more of my freebies for the month. And then I decided to do the It's Always Sunny with You as a sticker because, I don't know, people seemed to really like that. So they were interested in that as a card or a sticker because it's already a card. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. And then I made a sticker of my This Is Me Trying Potato, who is absolutely one of my favorite things that I've ever created. But I will say, the postcard I just created might be my favorite thing, which I think by the time you see this video, because it's taking me forever to edit, I have made something that is so niche and very much me, but it is, let me grab it, this, it's literally like the Taylor Swift era's poster, but with pigeons. Also, excuse my chipped nails. But yeah, I thought this was so funny to make. And a lot of these, minus the one in the middle, are pigeons that I took photos of. So they are all pigeons that I have witnessed. And I think it's the funniest thing ever. And I truly love pigeons. And I have some other pigeon things coming up, but I don't think I'm going to get that done tonight because I'm literally so tired. Hello, this is current Tiffany talking over like month-old clips, and I'm so sorry that this has been the case where I did not get the footage edited early enough. The month at Canal Street Market was just so crazy, and I was very drained socially, just because, you know, you just have to be on for 4 days in a row, and my body was tired every time. But that's not an excuse. That's just kind of where my head was at. And these clips do not have any sound other than what you're hearing now because there's music playing in the background and other ambient sounds of New York City, and I don't want to get copyrighted. So I'm just going to talk about the setup and this is honestly not what you would see if you did see me, like if you did come any of the days that I was there, just because I changed it. I continue to change my setup almost every day that I was there. It was more so just kind of feeling out and seeing what people were doing and thinking. Some people were just so, I don't want to say strange, but they wouldn't like come inside until I like physically told them like you can come inside, and so that was just, you know, a weird learning curve for me to have to continuously tell people to come inside, you know, look around, like nothing is gonna bite you, nothing is gonna be weird, there's no surprises, it's all just there. But yeah, so this was me setting up the stickers. They actually didn't end up staying here just because I know it doesn't look like it, but this corner was actually quite dark, even with full lights on, and so I moved it to the other side of the booth. But this was me also with a new setup in terms of how I display my stickers. Normally I have them in a nail polish tiered rack, but I bought some new stuff. And then I was working with this podium thing that they had, and it was fine, but I ended up getting rid of it about 2 weeks in, and putting my postcards and greeting cards on a shelf instead. They did help like bring in traffic, but it wasn't, I think, as successful. This is me restocking some prints that had sold in previous weeks, and so I'm just labeling them with the name of the print, the size, as well as the price, because even though I have a price sheet, I just want them to easily be able to tell how much something is if they just like flip the back and have all the info on it. And this is just me restocking my greeting cards. These tend to be my best-selling items, and I hope to make more in the future because I think that, I don't know, I just like cute things on cards. I also tend to hear a lot of people asking me for holiday specific ones, but for me, I like to keep things general, and I don't know if I ever am going to do holiday specific, but I might, who knows. And then this was me updating my inventory, and I was talking to some of my other vendor booth mates, my neighbors, I guess. And yeah, we were just chit-chatting and catching up as I was updating inventory. And it's really nice. I miss everyone there. They were all so kind to me and really nice. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was actually like 40 minutes worth of footage, but a lot of it I just had to cut down because there was just some dead space here and there and just unnecessary things. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will talk to you all very soon, hopefully with a video that isn't going to take a really long time to get to you guys. Okay, bye!